welcome to Plastic Profiles. I am Agent Chuckles.
It's Steve, the writing dad.
And we are here today with another exciting episode. I'm very, very excited. We've got another top G.I. Joe character in store for you today. We are looking at Gung Ho. Where is it? I can't seem to. Oh, we're almost there. Nope, that's not it. That's worse. There we are.
Yeah, we finally got it. We were going to get it.
I've never done this before.
Never a dull moment, people.
So, for those of you joining us for the first time, this is Plastic Profiles, and what we do here is we break down and analyze a classic G.I. Joe figure and today's current classified series figure, and then we compare each to the original classic file card and determine which one is more accurate to that file card. It helps when you write it down, doesn't it?
Oh. Teleprompter right in the back. We're fancy here, guys.
That's right. So as most of us probably already know, Gung Ho is the first Marine in the G.I. Joe line. And basically, we have a Marine near and dear to your heart, Mr. Writing Dad. That's and why don't you tell him about us?
Guy. So the Marine.
Tell us about him. Okay.
Oh,
tell him about us.
I got it now.
Well, if you could tell him about us too, and then that he should hold on, that he should like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Please, I'm sorry to interrupt. Geez, I'm going everywhere. Hold on. Let me
like and subscribe.
Okay.
All right.
Stephen, please tell us about your brother.
So the Marine we were talking about is my brother. He's my older brother. His name is George Reyes. He's a retired Marine, 24 years in, retired as a gunnery sergeant, which is pretty cool. I remember me and him, we were actually living together when he got that promotion. Nice. So that was interesting to see. And let me pull up this picture here because I'm so good.
Well, we're working on all cylinders here, so don't slow us down.
So I'm telling you, we are slight delay, but we're getting it.
Nothing like punching all the wrong buttons right before the stickler Marine. All
right, is that up?
Yeah, there it is.
Awesome. So, as you can see, this guy right here, he doesn't look exactly like that anymore.
No.
It's been a while, but this is him when he was fairly new. He was in his late 20s at that time. He was trained at Paris Island, where I didn't know this, but that's the main base for Marine training.
Right.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I didn't know that until I actually brought up and asked him for a couple of things and about himself so I could give him a shout out. And it was very, very cool. And like I was telling you, he was a gunnery sergeant. Very proud of that. And this one I got up. All right. When I was in the fire service, he got me this picture. And it was a guy in a suit just like this. And you see him with the turnout gear underneath.
Right.
So I ended up getting him this one in turn because all jokes aside, he was my first hero, like he was the guy. And coming from Bronx, New York, he was one of the rare exceptions that got out. So that always stood with me. Always just very, very proud of what he's accomplished now. And, it's fantastic. So shout out to my brother, George. I love you. I respect what you did for our country. Shout out to the rest of the Marines out there that are serving and have served. We appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you all for your service. All right. Let's get back to Mr. Gung Ho and let's learn more about him.
That's right.
So he's from 1983's series Gung Ho. This is his first file card. It starts off the Marine Gung Ho, code name Lafitte Etienne R. primary military specialty Recondo, secondary military specialty jungle warfare training instructor, birthplace Fer de Lance, Louisiana, grade E7 sergeant. Born into a large back swamp Cajun clan, Gung Ho moved to New Orleans and won a reputation as a bare knuckle brawler and knife fighter to be reckoned with. Joined the Marines at 18 and graduated top of class from boot camp at Paris Island.
There it is.
Attended Airborne School, Recondo School, and Marine Ordnance School. Qualified expert, all NATO infantry small arms and most Warsaw Pact infantry weapons. XM-76 grenade launcher. Now, when you look at these weapons, whenever I won't say always, but generally when they put X in front of something, it doesn't really exist. It's sort of means experimental.
Right.
So at least that we've seen so far, the XM-76 doesn't really exist, but that's what he's got. That's what they call that.
I'm with it. You got that new XM-76 grenade launcher?
Yeah. Now XM-75, that's a real. No, it doesn't exist either. So here's a little quote from Zap. Zap says, "All Marines are crazy, but Gung Ho is the hairiest, scariest, craziest jarhead that ever scratched, kicked, and bit his way out of that hole in the swamp they call Paris Island." Oh. So yeah, so we this back swamp Cajun clan, I always hear in my head Waterboy. I love it. You know, that guy. I feel like he's probably related to Gung Ho somewhere. Oh no, we suck again. You know. Yeah. And while we're talking about these classic G.I. Joe images, they are brought to us by 3D Joes. 3D Joes. 3D
Joes, guys.
Thank you, 3D Joes.
That was for you.
So his primary military specialty is Recondo. So what's that all about? So Recondo is an acronym meaning Reconnaissance Commando. It's a name for a Marine that has graduated basic reconnaissance course and earned the title Recon Marine. All future recon students must attend a basic recon course taught at the School of Infantry West Recon Training Camp in Camp Pendleton, California. And the course consists of three phases. Phase 1 is 4 weeks long and focuses on Marine individual physical skills such as running, high rep PT, obstacle courses, ocean swims with fins, rucking, land navigation, helicopter rope suspension training, communications, and supporting arms.
Yeah.
So it's a nice big gumbo
weekend.
Normal
weekend.
Yeah. So after that first week, what did they do? No. Phase 2 is 3 weeks long and concentrates on small unit tactics, mission planning, and includes a 9-day exercise in full mission profiles. Oh. So they're all geared up. They got all their camis on, their everything. They're all ready to go. And they have a 9-day exercise, all geared up. Phase 3 is 2 weeks and focuses on the maritime mission. Held in Coronado, California, the Marine will conduct amphibious reconnaissance, boat operations, and nautical navigation. So that's a little bit about that. So once you have qualified as a Recon Marine with the 0321 MOS, you will have the opportunity to attend many advanced training courses within the USMC, as well as other services special operations training programs, such as USMC Combatant Diver Course, USMC Scout Sniper, Navy Survival Evasion, Resistance and Escape Training.
I got that.
Yeah. Check, and check.
That's all I'm doing right now, guys.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Army Airborne School, etc. So Marines don't have an airborne training school. So if we're looking at his file card and we see that he did go to, we'll just hop back to that for just a moment. Airborne school. So we know that had to have been with the Army. So they have to go to Fort Benning, which is now called Fort Moore, to get their 5 jump chump lead wings. Basically, the bare minimum you have to do to get the wings is 5 jumps.
You gotta say that again.
5 jump chump lead wings. What did I say? 5 jump? That's me on the first time I'm jumped out that plane. I'm 5 jump chump. My joke
All
grenade
over
got you, did it?
everybody. Like,
Yeah. No one wants to go behind me. We jump out of that
why
plane.
am I like seeing your body going and just piles of poop just
Yeah, just
and then the guy behind you just splat.
yeah.
It got real there for a second.
That reminds me of a TikTok I saw recently. It was a loop-de-loop roller coaster, and at the very top they puked, and then as they came back down, it landed and hit everybody in the roller coaster. It's be something like that.
That kid would have got an ass whipping so bad.
Yeah, as long as it didn't touch me, but yeah.
Oh, I'm lying. I would have been too grossed out to do anything. Like, take me to the bathroom. I gotta go change.
Yeah. So the 5 chump lead wings is the basic parachutist wings. So that's what he went there for. As far as the Marine Ordnance School, there are 2. And neither one really applies to what we know about Gung Ho in my mind. But I didn't go to him either. So if we've got any Marines out there that want to put in the comments, no, this is how it's supposed to be, or yeah, he definitely did this, please let me know. I can research a lot, but if you're not actually in it, or it's hard to know. So anyhow, there's 2 Marine Ordnance schools. There's ground, which mostly concerns repairing weapons and vehicles, and there's aviation, which involves working on anything aircraft related. So in my mind, it'd be more based on the things we've seen in the cartoon, which doesn't really always work hand in hand with these file cards, but we've seen them splicing wires and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think he chose ground, ground ordnance maintenance, OCC field 21, as there isn't really anything aircraft that jumps out in his file card. So that sheds a little light on that.
All right.
Now here's some of his qualified weapons. So we've got the M16, which he's often paired with in the comics. We've got the M19 11A1 pistol. We've got the M14. These are pretty Vietnam era old school weapons. Certainly he would probably know how to use these if he were going today, but they're a little bit outdated. There's the M79, which if you look at his weapon that he comes with, we'll see here in just a moment. The M79 is sort of they kind of took that and rearranged it a little bit to make the XM76.
They gave it their own spin.
They gave it a spin, yeah.
A spin.
But this is what that weapon is supposed to be. I think they gave it the handle because they wanted to make it something that they could actually hold, because there's no way to really
just set it up there
and hold that like a weapon.
What about the Kung Fu grip?
That's right. So here's his file card, 1983, front and back, with the awesome art that in my mind I will continue to attribute to Hector Garrido. But I don't know who has done all these art packages, if it's the same person, but it is they're all very similar. So Hector Garrido, yeah, he's the man.
Same guy. Same guy.
Rest in peace. So here he is. Here's the man, front and back and geared up. I think the first thing you think of, at least I think of when I think of
those people,
Gung Ho, is that color. I don't think there's anything realistic about that color. Whatever you want to call that. Is it teal? Is it light blue? Is it? I just don't know. But it definitely separates him from everybody else. It's still, realistic enough. But it's not quite right. But he makes him stand out. He's got the real Marine cover hat. They don't really say hat, but Marine cover. He's got the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor tattoo on his chest, which becomes a point of contention here in just a bit. Anyways, let's break down his accessories. He does have the XM76 grenade launcher slung over his shoulder in that picture.
You got that new 76.
Yeah. Don't go with that 75 trash.
So outdated.
The backpack, he's got a knife molded on his boot. He's got a grenade molded on his vest. He's got a pistol molded in the leg holster. He does have grenade ammo molded on his leg for the XM76.
76.
Every time I say that, I hear cha-ching because I'm being sponsored by the XM76 Corporation. And then, as I mentioned, the authentic Eagle Globe and Anchor tattoo. And that's him. That is Etienne R. Lafitte. Now, here's the classified version. Came out to much controversy.
Now, why is that?
For several reasons. He does not have... Oh, well, let's get there. We'll get there in a second. Let's give Mr. James Paik his due on the art.
Oh,
I think the art is tremendous.
Yeah.
Pardon me. The art is tremendous. Has no reflection on any of my opinions on the figure. The art is amazing. You can find more of James Paik's art on his Instagram at James Paik Art, or his website, www.artstation.com/JamesPaikArt. Yeah, he's great. Like, just looking at that,
really cool.
You can see Paris Island. You can see bare knuckle brawler, knife fighting, hairiest, scariest. Yeah, he's a bad boy. So then, yeah, here's the breakdown with Mr. Gung Ho classified version. I put these weapons with question marks at the end because I think maybe
similar.
that's what they are. It's a shotgun or grenade launcher, machine gun, whatever you want those to be.
That's right. That's right. Your imagination is your playground.
That's right. That's right. You're right. He does have the Joe Pro communicator molded on his vest. He has a removable hat, but it is not a Marine cover. It is more Army style than the Marine. So that right there, that's some serious points. If Gung Ho is the Marine, he says he is. Everyone says he is. He wouldn't wear that.
No, not at all.
And there's a lot less teal than there should be. No. It is removable though, and he's got a cool little mohawk. The Chuck Liddell style mohawk. He's got extra ammunition strapped on his leg. He's got a backpack that you can put the extra weapons on that he's not currently carrying. Yeah, the Chuck Liddell inspired head and hair. He does sort of resemble him. And he has not the Eagle Globe and Anchor tattoo on his chest. It's a little scary looking because of what I see in my eyes as that symbol looks like.
Okay.
Something you might find at a rally, but not a rally you really want to hang around at.
Not the cool kind.
Not the fun rallies. Yeah. Not those fun ones.
Those are not the ones you want to be at.
Not as much. Not as much.
No.
It isn't really one of those. It's just kind of like,
that's where your mind automatically goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of sharp edges on that thing.
The designers of the toy had a field day with that one. What if we took this all-American hero and switch out the tattoo? Don't make it so it's obvious, but just enough.
Alternatively, hey guys, I found this section of military history that nobody is using. It's from like 80 years ago too, so like no one will know. Yeah, it's German. Nope. But they kept going with it.
Oh, no, it's he rarely comes up with good ideas.
Yeah.
Just throw him a bone, something, and they're like, all right.
He's like Dr. Death, but for toys. We're watching Dr. Death here these days. It's something. Yeah, it's on. Is it Peacock? Peacock. There's a show, and then there's a documentary. We're watching the show.
Okay.
And chilling. So then there's also a Walmart retro Gung Ho.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, and we've got the heavily inspired by the G1 classic figure of Gung Ho with the teal and all that. We got the art, which it's not exactly the same art, but it's very, very heavily influenced.
Similar. Yeah.
So let's break down what this Marine's got with him. This is the M76. No, that's the XM76.
Yeah.
Fail. Bad host.
Yeah.
He comes with a pistol. He's got a backpack. He's got the
Right.
proper Marine cover. He has the extra grenade ammunition on his leg. He's got grenades molded on his vest. He's got a knife in his sheath on his leg, and his head sculpt is all new, and it's mold and beautiful. And it's still not the Eagle
biased
anchor tattoo, but in my mind, it looks better.
Okay.
Now I don't have the in on why they can't use that anymore, because obviously they used it 40 years ago.
Right.
But I'm going to guess that they've either choose not to use it or they're not allowed to use it.
Right.
And either one is fine. We just need to come up with something different or better. And I'm not sure this is quite it either, but yeah. So here is our stable of Gung Ho's. Which one do you think is more Gung Ho in your mind?
I really don't like any of them. I don't know. If you're gonna tell me that this
that's an answer. That's an answer. If I want your heart of heart answer.
And I'll explain it. He's a Marine, right?
Yes.
He's has all of this training behind him. You know what I mean? And you kind of want a look that's gonna reflect that a little bit, you know.
Right.
And I no Marine is gonna go into battle, is no matter how cool it looks, you know, with the vest open, you know,
right,
like, guys, you know, and we're going by the file card. The figures,
that's right,
awesome,
right?
They're awesome. They're awesome.
Even the middle one, which is objectively the worst figure of the three of them, is still a great figure.
Yes, that one was too futuristic for me, you know. You know, a little bit like, you know, the greave or the gaunt, whatever you call that, you know, the greaves and gauntlets on the toes and whatever. It was a little too much, you know. The weaponry was a little too much for me also, you know. It's like, all right, I thought Gears of War, you know, and that's not where we're at right now. So that's why that doesn't do it for me. Plus, you know, there's no camo, nothing, you know. And then the Walmart figure, similar to the first. I mean, he has the camo, you know, he still has the hat, but again, it's the vest, you know. It's just it's not a Marine look to me. Like, I just don't. I'm not feeling it.
Right. I think I have to agree with you. I think if I were to cobble I could cobble an ultimate figure out of this. I think an ultimate Gung Ho. But basically, like what you're saying, why is he going to have? He is so worried about his shins and forearms getting hurt that he completely
forgets the vital organs.
Right. Yes. Whatever you do, don't shoot me in the shins. Here, shoot all this real estate here. Can't do anything with it, but not my shins, baby. I'm Achilles. That's my Achilles heel. Yeah, I think if you took the middle one and you dropped away the shin armor and the forearm armor, I think if you gave him, put his grenade launcher around his shoulder, gave him an actual military inspired rifle, it doesn't have to be an exact, but something better than a pew pew.
I agree.
Gave him a little less Aryan-y tattoo. I think, and of course the correct hat. I think that could be him. But I agree with you. I would say that the new one is a perfect representation of the original figure, but I don't think that original figure is even the ultimate Gung Ho.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to be an unpopular thing, but if reading that file card, he's wearing a lot of teal, man. I don't think a real Marine,
unless
he's wanting to start a fight, is going to wear teal that much. or whatever color that ends up really being. You know. So I think we're in agreement that our answer is none of these win. There's no winners.
Get them out of here.
Yeah. Well, that was something. But now it's time. Bring the kids in. Tell them what time it is.
It's that time.
It's time for Casting Call. All right. So what we do on Casting Call is we take the G.I. Joe figure and we figure out where he is from. In this case, Louisiana. And we find an actor from that area and we cast him in our dream movie. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. He can be an actor from, you know, the 19 teens, from the aughts. He could be a silent movie actor. He can be just being born right now. But if you think he can be Gung Ho, then we'll cast him.
That's right.
So I think I went first last time. So would you like to go first this time?
Sure. All right. Let's. So I
went. Gotta be. I don't know if I said this. I'm sorry. He's got to be from the same state, country, region as the character. Okay.
So I got Trace Atkins. All right.
Okay.
Now, crazy out of left field, I know. But you know, I've seen him in a couple of movies. Not that they're great parts or whatever, but he has that big, tough, statuesque look. You know, that when I'm thinking of Gung Ho and an actor that can play him, he can play off an intimidating figure, and that's where, you know, I see with that. And then, you know, at the end, like when everybody's celebrating their victory, he can sing. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So
come on, everybody, gather around the fire.
You know what I mean? You never know, a gruff-looking man like that have pipes. You know,
right.
So it's layers upon layers.
Yeah, layers.
That's what we're doing here.
All right, that's good. That's good. I think I'm gonna beat you though. I think I got this one.
Who you got?
I've got. Let me put this back on. There we go. Nope, still didn't do it right. How did I do it right? Oh, I removed it from the stream. There we go. I have got.
Who you got?
Carl Weathers.
Oh, damn, you beat me.
Action Jackson himself.
Damn, you get the win.
Yeah,
right there.
He's even dressed up like him here.
Yes.
I don't think that's a Marine cover, but
you know, it's hot in the jungle though. You know, with the open vest, so I'll allow it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he could be the perfect.
Yeah, wow, man, that's spot on, dude.
Yeah,
that is spot on. Wow.
I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to hurt my arm, patting myself on the back here.
That's my hat to you, buddy.
Yeah. So Carl Weathers, he is our Gung Ho. He's our Gung Ho.
I like it.
Is that the last slide? Oh, I didn't put the checklist in. Oh, I haven't started that yet. That's right. There's a checklist coming. So we used to do a thing where we had a Plastic Profiles Hall of Fame, and I'd have all the figures, but it's hard to really work ahead and put the figures in ahead of time, and it's a whole mess. But I'm doing a checklist, just like the cross sell of the packaging. Just like this with X's on it. So that's coming sometime soon. I don't know when, because I'm very far ahead of where we're at right now. I'm in now, and if you're looking for now, that was then.
Oh, I love the reference, man. So what's happening now? This is happening now, but now, no, then now, like, no,
just missed it.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Yeah. You went over my helmet. So I hope we've learned something here today. Hope we learned a little more about Gung Ho, and I learned a lot. I hope the toy designers at Hasbro can see that we love Gung Ho, and that we still need to get a Gung Ho more accurately depicted by that file card, which is what we do here at Plastic Profiles. And if you like what we're doing here on Plastic Profiles, please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Just do it.
You know
you want to do it. Everybody.
If you're already watching it, it's going to come back
one
up.
of those times that you should just give in to peer pressure, man. Just go ahead and do it. All right?
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Yeah, it's going to come up anyway if you're watching us. So just to steal a line from what's on Joe's mind, just go ahead and subscribe.
Just already put it in your mind, like that's what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, just do it.
Just do it. I know what you're gonna do. You know what you're gonna do.
Every like and subscribe is another step closer to replacing this with something marvelous.
And I need some art back here.
Yeah. Oh, is that a shot at me?
Oh,
I swear I put that 3 on your address. Yeah, little inside baseball there. But anyways, so thank you for joining us. I'm Agent Chuckles. I like to take toy photos, and I like to talk G.I. Joe on my Instagram, which you can find all of our social media credentials. Oh, not that one. That one in the description. You can find out where to contact the show. You can find out how to listen to our audio podcast where we talk about comics, G.I. Joe comics, as you might have guessed.
Because that's what we do.
Links will be in there. And Stephen the Writing Dad. Tell us about it, Stephen the Writing Dad.
Also, Stephen the Writing Dad is a community where, we talk about fatherhood and all of its ups and downs and craziness and, how we can navigate it together.
All right. Cool. And do you have anything brewing for us in the future?
I do. I have the Writing Dad show coming out. That's going to be coming out on YouTube within the next week. And one of my guests is this guy right here. Right, so keep an eye out on that, guys. Really appreciate you checking it out. I'm sure anybody can relate, even if you don't have kids. We go through some funny stuff. So check it out.
Awesome. And we'll put the links down, all that in the description for your viewing pleasure. So just go there, check us out. It's good stuff. I think you'll like what you find.
We won't lead you wrong.
Never.
Unless there's zombies, I'm telling you now, I'm trapping all of you. Like, yo. Yeah.
You better be wearing that shin armor Gung Ho's got, because you're going to get shot in the legs.
Quick. I don't do zombies, bro.
No. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you had a good time. I know we did. Yo, Joe, everybody.
All right, guys. Yo, Joe.